Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm doing my January and February favorites. I decided to just combine them both together because I don't really try too many new products. So I felt like it was just better to do it that way. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and talk about a lot of products. A lot of these products are from the drugstores. Because I have been trying some of these products ever since January, I feel like I can kind of give you guys a better review and what I really think about them. But yeah, a lot of these are my favorites. I ended up really loving these products and would highly recommend. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Alright you guys, so the first product I'm going to talk about is this Velvet Foundation. This is from Collab Beauty. I'll go ahead and leave a screenshot with the price point. So it's $14.99. It's from Sally Beauty. I think you can only get it from Sally Beauty, and I think they have their own website, but I actually ordered this just online from Sally Beauty. So yeah, this is from Collab Beauty. I ended up liking it a lot, and I like it because it's almost like medium to full, but you do not feel it on your skin at all. It feels very lightweight. It's easy to blend. It just covers up pretty much everything without being heavy. So it's just like a nice soft matte, and it just makes your skin look really nice and airbrushed, and I don't know, I really recommend it. I think it's really nice. I'm looking on the website right now and it looks like the shade range isn't that bad. I feel like sometimes drugstores, when it comes to the shade range, it's just such a hit or miss. Like it's either only light, just basically only light to medium, and that's it. Yeah, I feel like the shade range isn't too bad, honestly, which is very surprising because like I've said, like the drugstore doesn't always have the best shade range. So I'll go ahead and show you guys like a quick little video of all the foundation colors. So looks like this one is the lightest, and then it looks like this one is the darkest, and this one is the second darkest right here. But this I really liked. I like it because it just gives you really good coverage without being too matte or too heavy. Also, for being like medium to full coverage, it's actually very easy to blend out. It doesn't like dry right away, so you can still kind of like spread it throughout the face. And the other day I was using the Maybelline Superstay foundation, and that one's very matte. And oh my god, it was so hard to blend throughout the skin because it kind of dries quickly and it's very thick, so it was really hard to blend throughout the skin. But this is not thick at all. Like it's very easy to blend, so I think you will like it if you like a soft matte finish. Okay you guys, so this one right here is nothing new. This is the Hourglass bronzer in Ambient. This is the Hourglass Ambient Luminous Bronze Light. I'll go ahead and open it up for you guys. This stuff is expensive. I stole it from my sister, and I stole it from my sister a while ago, and I started using a lot more newer stuff, but recently I started using this again, and man, this is good. So when it comes to bronzers, I'm like really picky, and I'm really picky because sometimes I feel like bronzers will sometimes stick to like my textured area, right? But this one just blends out so nicely. Like even if you put a lot on, it always ends up blending out so nice, and it's just like I don't know, I just love it. It has like a slight, like barely any shimmer to it. I would say it's more matte, and it's just like the perfect shade for my skin tone. It is really pricey, but I'm not gonna lie, I've had this for like a hot minute, like a little too long, but I've had this for a really long time and it's still kicking. So, and I think it's great because only a little bit applies at once, and then you could kind of build it up slowly, whereas some bronzers, you know, like the ABH one is like super pigmented, so you gotta really like it takes forever to blend that out. But this is just nicely finely milled. It has like a slight little bit of shimmer to it, so it makes you look golden and bronzy. And like with this, I usually don't wear highlight on my skin. I have absolutely no highlight on at all, and I look bronzy, glowy, good. Like it's just, I don't know, I really like it, so I highly recommend it. Alright you guys, so the next product I'm gonna talk about, it looks like online it's $8 or $10. This one right here is the LA Girl Blush Babe palette, and I really like this. There's one specific shade that I've been using a lot, and it's this one right here, and I don't know, it just looks so pretty on my skin tone. This light pink right here, I really like using it, and I have it on my cheeks right now, and I just think it just gives you like a nice flush of pink. And mixing these two together is actually really nice because you get that pinky reddish orangey type of look, blush look on the skin. But yeah, I really like blush, and I love that this is affordable. Okay you guys, so the next product I'm going to talk about is also from LA Girl, and this is the Shady Slim Brow Pencil. So yeah, so this right here is just like a tiny little brow pencil, and it's great because I feel like I create a lot less mistakes when I have something small like this. And I don't know, it's so easy to do my brows with this. I literally am done in less than 5 minutes doing my brows. So I'll go ahead and show you guys a quick little snippet of that, of how I did my brows. And I really like the way it looks. I've been kind of stepping away from using the ABH dip brow as much. I kind of don't mind if there's a little bit of sparseness in the brows. I like the way it looks. I'd rather it look a little bit more natural. But I really like this. It's $4.49. I mean, it's so good. I honestly really like it. And for me personally, I go through brow pencils very quickly because I do my brows like almost every day. So to have something like this that's less than $5 is really good. So I really like this. I really recommend it. It lasts on my eyebrows all day. I wore this to work all last week. I worked a pretty long job where I worked 12 hours a day, and I used that every single day, and it lasted all day. So alright you guys, the next product I'm going to talk about is the e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer. This one right here is in the shade of Rose. They have a bunch of other shades. They have a white one and a black one. I always recommend using some type of creamy black base, especially if you're doing like a smoky eye or working with really dark shadows. But in today's video, I'll show you guys, I'll be using the one in the shade Rose, which kind of matches my skin tone. I feel like it's a little bit more pinkier, but honestly this is great. And I'm gonna tell you guys another reason why I like this product so much and I'm raving about it. This right here, the e.l.f. Putty Primer, it does not crease and it does not set into those deep set wrinkles or deep set lines in the eyes. So if you have eyelids similar to me, I do really recommend this. It makes my makeup last all day and it just makes the shadows pop even more. It's super easy to use. Okay you guys, so another product that I've been really liking is the LA Girl Pro Mastery palette. So they actually sent me 2 of these. They sent me the Mastery and the Artistry, and I did a whole video about it. And these are so good. I'm gonna only talk about the Mastery today because I've been using this one a little bit more, and I'll show you guys why I've been using this one a little bit more than the Artistry one. Even though the Artistry one is super cool and has really fun, unique tones, but the thing is that this one is a little bit more everyday, more wearable, and I've been wearing this one for work. So this one's a little bit more appropriate for everyday, and that is why I've been using this one more, but the other one is really good as well. So I'll be working with these 2 matte shades and then this shimmer right here, and then this one into the lower lash line. So I love this. I have this on my eyes right now. I think it is so good. Okay you guys, so first of all I want to talk about the mattes. The mattes are super easy to use. They blend nicely together, and another thing that I like about the mattes is that they're not super ultra pigmented to the point where like it's really hard to work with. They're actually more buildable, but they do build up, which I really like. So I feel like this is a very user-friendly, very beginner-friendly palette because the shades in it aren't so pigmented that you're like, oh my god, how do I blend this out? You actually build it out. They actually build up very nicely. So, and the shimmers are so good. But I need to mention something with the shimmers because I don't know if everyone's gonna like this. So I feel like the shimmers work the best with your fingers. If you're someone who doesn't like to use your fingers at all when applying shimmer to your eyes, then I wouldn't recommend this palette because the shimmers in it work amazing with your fingers, but with a brush I feel like it's just like a completely different ball game. So you definitely want to go in with your fingers. I'll show you guys right now. So you literally touch it just like that, like slightly, and it's so pigmented. I'll go ahead and just show you guys on my hand really quickly. Okay guys, so I have that on my hand right now. And yeah, that is what it looks like. So it's so pigmented, so easy to use. It's very buttery. It's almost like a baked formula, right? I have used it with this brush though, specifically like a flat synthetic brush, and it works well. But a brush like this kind of like hairy one does not work as well. Like I was using it and I didn't really see it picking up. Also, something else that I pointed out in my other review that I liked about this palette is that it kind of lays like this, like the mirror opens up like this. It reminds me of like the Tati Beauty one, so it's really easy to do your makeup and the mirror is really good. Okay you guys, so the next thing I'm going to talk about is also more eyeshadow palettes. So these are the e.l.f. Cosmetics Bite Size Shadows. I don't have this on my eyes right now, but I do have other videos trying it on. So I'll tell you guys which one I liked. Alright you guys, so for the e.l.f. Bite Size Shadows, these are definitely my favorites. I use these a lot, but there's some that I specifically use more than others, and then some that I really liked. There's none that I didn't really like, there's none that I hated, but just some that I would recommend more than others. So I'll tell you guys which one I would definitely recommend. I do have videos on my channel using them, so definitely check those out. I want to do more. So my favorite one out of the e.l.f. Bite Size Shadows was this one right here. This is the Cream and Sugar, and I really liked it because the mattes were super easy to use. They're actually really pigmented, so they're actually almost like too pigmented, where you want to work with them really lightly. Like I mentioned that in my other video, you want to go in with a really light hand and just work it into the eye and like build it up slowly just because they honestly are really pigmented. So I'll swatch this brown right here and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So yeah, it's very pigmented. These shimmers right here are really nice. I'll just swatch it quickly. So it's like a nice metallic shimmer. I did swatches already of this on my channel, so I'm not gonna get too into it, but if there was one I would have to recommend out of all of them, it would be this one right here. This is the Cream and Sugar. I feel like the neutrals were the best in my opinion, so it would be this one right here, Cream and Sugar. And then the other one that I would also really recommend, I really liked the mattes in this. It has 3 mattes and then only 1 shimmer, and this one right here is Carnival Candy, and I really like this one as well. So if I had to recommend just 2 for you guys to get, it would be just these 2, Cream and Sugar and Carnival Candy. Okay you guys, so this is the LA Girl matte eyeliner, and this is actually $8. So it's not a bad price point. It's a little bit more than some other stuff they have, but honestly I feel like it's so worth it. So it dries down matte, and I really like using a matte felt tip liner versus a satin one. So this dries down matte and it dries down very intense black. It is what I have on my eyes right now. I really like it. I would so recommend it. Alright you guys, so the very last thing I'm going to talk about, this is actually new. I think it launched in January. I just started using it. So at first I got a small sample size of it. This is the new Fenty Beauty Mascara. Loved it so much, I went ahead and got the big one. Okay you guys, so the way this applicator works is like it's flat like this. So it kind of helps you elongate the lashes, and then you can make it, and then you can flip it this way, and this kind of helps make them thicker. So yeah, I really like this mascara. I feel like it just grabs every single one of my hairs, and ever since I stopped wearing false lashes, I feel like my lashes are a lot more healthier and growing more. So definitely it was worth investing in a really good mascara. So I really like this one from Fenty Beauty. It's new, I think it came out in January, and I've been really loving it. Alright you guys, so that pretty much sums it up. Those are all the products that I've been really loving for January and February, and then I guess in the first week of March as well. So that is pretty much it. I feel like I talked so much about everything. If you guys have any questions or you want to hear me elaborate more on a product, definitely let me know in the comments below. But yeah, that is pretty much it. I'm really happy with all the products I've been trying. I've been trying a lot more drugstore just because the drugstore, in my opinion, is killing it. So yeah, so that is pretty much it. I'm gonna keep it short and simple. Make sure to subscribe. I post weekly. And yeah, I hope everyone has a great week, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye everyone.